Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to give you guys the update on the Ultimate DIY Projects truck cap / camper build. Before I get into the talking about the progress that's been made since the last video, I thought this was a good opportunity to explain the title a little bit better. So throughout the series, it's been truck cap / camper build. And I wanted to elaborate on that just a little bit. At the time, the cost of building or of buying a truck cap was over $4,000, and then there was a couple months wait time for that, to receive it. And then of course you'd have the cost of build it out. So what I decided to do way back then was to actually build my own truck cap. So to explain the truck cap / camper portion of this is what you see behind me or beside me is a truck cap. So it's going to set on the bed rails of the pickup, and just the interior of it is going to be much larger than a normal truck cap. So this video is kind of going to have about 3 different portions to it. So the first part is the truck cap, which is what I'm doing here. I frequently refer to it as camper because that's the intended purpose for me, is to use it as a camper. So what I'm going to do as the second part / camper is I'm going to build a bed box for the truck that connects to the truck cap. And when the 2 pieces are married, there you have a full camper. So the third part of this thing is going to be the build out, because I'll be pretty frank with you on this, is to build this without all of the appliances that I'm putting on it and all of the extra features like the air conditioning, the solar, and all the other things that I intend to add to it. This structure that I'm building, once it has the skin completed on it, and it's all fiberglassed and everything, you'll be able to do that for less than $4,000. Even with lumber prices what they are today, I think that you would still be able to come in under $4,000 if you build it yourself. And then, like I said, you have the benefit of doing it whatever size you want. This one, I can easily stand up. I'm 6'2", and I can stand up and have a considerable amount of space over my head in here. Plus, then there's the expansion. My truck bed is 62 3/4 inch wide, 73 inches long, I think. So about 5 by 6. So that's 30 square feet is what I had to work with for a truck bed. But the way that I've done this, if you include the footprint of the sleeper and the entire compartment, because the way I built this, it's 8 feet wide, you end up with about 130 square feet. So that's a considerable amount of space that I'm adding to your capabilities here. So what I want to do is I wanted to explain that, and then I'll let you know that after I complete the truck cap, there will be a couple more videos that will explain how I built the bed box to complete the 2. And then there will probably be another set of videos where I go about explain the options, the air conditioning, the solar, and all this other stuff as I do my upgrades to the unit. But I am going to have some of the upgrades displayed in this portion of the video, and in just a second I'm going to go over what things have been done, what progress is done since our last video, and I'm going to show you some of the upgrades that I've already have already arrived that are going in. Kind of a cheat peek here is over my shoulder. You can see the oven and range. But so let's go on and take a look at what we've got done so far. We've got about I said 12 weeks initially. Last video said I've got 9 weeks remaining. As of today, I have about 4 weeks remaining, so I've got a lot of work to do in the next 4 weeks. But let's get into it and I'll show you what we've got. Okay, so the chair I showed you a little while ago, I'm sitting in that now, and I just kind of wanted to do this to give you kind of a feel for what I'm looking at when I'm traveling in this. So what I'm looking at right now is the possibility, this is that bench that I was telling you about. I'm looking at the possibility of having a table fold down, or have a table that matches the height of this, that mounts to the outside of the wall, and basically I can lift it up and have a short table on the side if it's just me. Imagine where I'm sitting now, that black chair that I showed you, it would be a captain's chair instead of this rolling office chair or shop chair. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of pan around a little bit and show you what it would look like from my perspective. This is basically what I see as I look around from the inside the camper. I don't know what you think, but to me this seems pretty spacious. I mean, the way I have this thing laid out right now, I think I could comfortably sleep 4 in this, no problem. I could feed 4, maybe 6 people in here. Yeah, I think that, like I say, once it's finished out, it's going to be pretty roomy. So let me show you the elephant in the room here, is this back door. There's no back door on it right now, so let me tell you what I'm doing with that. Okay, so what I have here, these are the same ribs that I use for the walls. I saved a couple of those, partially for patterns, and then truthfully I made one extra by accident, but I'm glad that I did, because now I'm going to use it for this back door. Plus, at least until I cut it up, I have a pattern. So what I'm doing, if you notice, these pieces, these ribs, of course, match the pieces that are on this, that make up this back wall. I'm doing a sucky job of filming this, aren't I? Anyway, so the idea is that this is going to make the frame of probably the world's largest hatchback. So if you can imagine, this board right here represents the top of the tailgate on the truck, so that'll fold down. But this hatch that I'm building will come down to here. So the plan is, see if I can do this backwards. The plan is, set my phone down. Got a frog in my throat. Okay, so the plan is that I'm going to build this giant hatch. This is all going to get trimmed out up here on the top. This is going to get trimmed out here on the bottom. And this will end up being the shape of the back door that will literally, from here, pivot up, boom, and like give me about a 6-foot awning. Pretty cool. And it's actually going to be pretty light. So I think it'll take about 4 or 6 of these frames, which, going back to something else here, everybody keeps saying, boy, that thing looks so heavy. Imagine this. This, you can only, on the solid ones, you can only get 3 of those out of a sheet of plywood. These, I can only get 4 of these out of a sheet of plywood. So this probably weighs 7-8 pounds, maybe? I don't know. But imagine if a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood is 70 pounds, and these things weigh 7 pounds a piece, and you can only get 4 of them out. You're talking 30 pounds out of a 70 pound. So 40 pounds of that plywood is not being added to this camper. So I'm telling you, I don't know what the absolute weight is going to be. I've kind of roughly calculated it's going to be about 1,000 pounds.